with Dobbins.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On third down, Bass. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
To about the 35, 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Willis.
And now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play action.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on 1st down. Bass. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Now a carry for Dobbins.
And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A little juke. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Play action. Here's Willis.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They go play action with Willis.
And he whips that one incomplete there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Third down, it's Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Bass.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 3rd and 2, here's Willis.
It's caught, Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2, just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands, and yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 1st and 10, Willis.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Willis, throw finding Thornton over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
Willis will look to pass again here.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you've just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Bass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Willis to throw.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 11. Got his target, Samuel. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Wide open. It's Marshall, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun. Bass completes it to Samuel.
And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Bass. And now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Denver's offense now set to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Bass going back to Marshall. He's got him again.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Bass.
That's complete to McBride.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Dobbins will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Dobbins once more.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
2nd down, here's Willis.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive. Bass forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action. Bass.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Back to throw. Bass. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Bass. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bass.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bass.
Able to get this one to McBride. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Bass. Throw left side complete. That's Marshall. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as good running gets them to about the 44.
So the victory here for Seattle.